Welcome back, everybody. I know it's been a while since I've been doing a video from inside the house. Work's been crazy, and thank you for all 30 people I now have 30 subscribers. Are you kidding me? That's awesome. Like, I had 18, now I have 30. Give me another 5-6 months, I might have 48. Who knows? But, actually, what inspired me to make tonight's video was I live in Commifornia, as most of you know, and I was building a couple of ARs because Palmetto State Armories had a sale on these, they were like $700 AR uppers that came with the full lower build kits, and they were like $350 a piece. So like, hell yes, please. So I bought 2 of them, and we had our week of freedom in California about a month ago, where we were allowed to buy some 30-round magazines. So I bought a bunch of 30-round magazines. It was awesome. There was this guy. He was in a U-Haul rental truck out behind the back of Walmart. And he was like, hey, you want 30-round magazines? I got them. I was like, yes, please. I'll take, 10, 15, 20 of them. I'll take 20 of them. So he goes, oh, okay. Well, here's your 20 magazines. And so now I legally have 20 30-round magazines, but I can't use the 30-round mags in my regular ARs because they're not featureless. So I'm going to make one of my ARs featureless. The one with a scope on it. I already actually have it right here. This is my upper. I got a big long old scope on it. This is a Bushnell. It's 6-24 by 40. It's their the Banner series. Like, Banner, don't make me angry. You would like me when I'm angry. So, so it's the Banner series, and as you can see, this makes it look very scary because it has this little birdcage thing on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Venom Defense muzzle brake, which looks way less aggressive, right? That's way less. That doesn't look dangerous at all. That doesn't look scary. Are you kidding me? Like, what, this little thing versus this big old monster, which is gonna blow your neighbors away when you shoot, because all the sound's gonna go straight towards them. So anyway, this is going on here, and then I'm gonna have to replace this front sight. Although it doesn't get in the way of the scope, but just for cosmetic reasons, I want to get a low profile gas block. This one has the mid-length gas system. And actually, I read a thing about rifle length, mid-length, carbine length. Doesn't really make that big of a difference on the rifles. And then if you go in and you actually watch the ballistics, it really doesn't. It's maybe 5% difference on where they put the gas tube. So it's really negligible. Just these came with the Magpul rear flip-up sights. So I put that on here. This has the quick detach, so I can take this off easy. So I'm gonna do a full review on this once I get it built eventually, if I ever get time. So anyway, so yeah, the guy behind the Walmart that sold me all those magazines, thank you. He didn't give me a receipt, but that's okay, because if the cops ask me, hey, do you have a receipt for that? I'm like, I don't need to prove that I purchased these legally. You need to prove that I purchased them illegally, so have fun with that. Okay, bye-bye now. So anyway, that was a long intro. This video is called, Does Primary Arms Want Your Business? And the reason that I started it was because I just barely opened this up, I got to here, and right on top was like this little thing, and I was like, what do we have here? It's like, tells you how to sight in your scope. You know, you got all these little targets and everything. So, and I was like, wow, that's really nice. Nobody's like, I've purchased a lot more stuff online than I would like to admit about rifles, but this is, this was awesome. I liked it. It's just that extra little thing. When people do something like this, it probably costs them, I don't know what, maybe 10 extra cents, 15 extra cents, but they got a customer for life. They do stuff like this. That shows me that they're like, oh, okay, well, I like it. And then I was like, then I saw this, and I was like, oh, whatever. This is the stuff that we have on sale. I'm like, yeah, just like everybody else, blah, blah, blah. But then there's a little personalized thank you card. It's a personalized enough. It's obviously he didn't sign it by himself, but look at this. This guy actually gets it. Except I have all these lights in my eyes now. It's Marshall, I want to say Lamer. Marshall Lamer actually went through the process of telling his folks, like, hey, you know what? Every order that we send out, I want my name attached to it. And that's, like, big to me. Is, you know what? This guy's like, hey, look, I'm the CEO. Here's my phone number. If you have a problem with anything, you give us a call. I've dealt with so many other companies that are, when you call up customer service, and you ask who the CEO is, and they say, I can't tell you his name. I'm like, what? Can't tell me the CEO of your company's name? But this guy puts his name and his picture on there. Like, if you saw him walking down the street and you had a bad deal, you could be like, hey, Marshall, dude, come on. Been after you guys for 5 weeks to get my return. So that's when I stopped. When I saw this from him, that's when I stopped, and I was like, these guys want this. Now, I just got the Megafin grip. It's the Megafin Featureless grip. I got it because, I want to say the Daily Shooter recommended it. And as a matter of fact, now that I think about it, it was definitely the Daily Shooter. So the Daily Shooter did a video on this. I'll link to that down below. And, oh my goodness. This is my first time actually getting it out of the box. Like I said, I stopped when I saw that. I was like, oh, I got to do a video on this. And yeah, no, he's right. Boy, you can get a grip on this thing. Like, by keeping that on your right. Look at that. Your fingers, look at the way that your fingers, like there. I have, I wear large gloves. So I'm 6 feet tall. I weigh 195 pounds. My hands are pretty normal for my size. So, but, you can see they're just barely touching right here. I think maybe if you had larger hands, you can maybe take your Dremel and just Dremel this down a little bit to make more room if you'd like to get that big of a purchase on. But no, I like the little like raised bump stippling that they have on here. That's very comfortable. And, I have no problem because I'm kind of ambidextrous. I have no problem like reaching down with my left hand and flipping the safety on and off. I'm not going to pay $60 for an ambidextrous safety. So, if you see some bears popping up every now and again in this shot, this is my $1,122 t-shirt that I got from Big Bear during their wine tasting, because I had this one girlfriend who thought that the world catered to her and she needed everything paid for and expensive and bought. So I was like, okay, it's her birthday weekend, which ended up being her birthday month. But on this weekend, we went up to Big Bear for 3 days and went to one of their wine tasting things, which was great. It's like you go around and they give you tickets and you go to all these different spots and you see like all the different shops. you have wine tasting and everything like that, and maybe you buy something, maybe you don't. But actually, she saw this shirt, the Right to Arm Bears, and she was like, "Hey, you should get that shirt." And I'm like, "Hell yeah, I'm getting that shirt." And it was like $22. So that was what I got for me that weekend. And so anyway, it's a nice shirt. If you ever get a chance, go to Big Bear. Go to Big Bear. That is all that I'm going to say about this. If you ever get the chance to buy something from Primary Arms, this actually saved me $5 other than going down to Ammo Brothers. I love Ammo Brothers. I go there all the time in California. They're the cheapest. They have great customer service. The people there are very knowledgeable. But I was like, I want to give Primary Arms a fair shake, and I saved $5, and it got delivered right to my doorstep. I didn't have to go and spend gas to go anywhere or anything, crazy like that. So, and it comes with a screw for when you put it in. So, anyway, I hope that you all are having a great day, and I will see you next time.